And when you knock us down, we're going to get up. And on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Go ahead and say it, Ed. Go Tigers!
When I woke up this morning, I was feeling pretty dangerous.
You like that? You like that?
F it. Jamar's down there somewhere.
In the New Orleans Saints select Marcus Davenport.
No!
Splash Brothers. Yeah.
It's playoff. Keep going, Brace.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
What is up, guys? Dirty Boot Sports, and we are back with episode number 200. Milestone. That's right.
Really?
Oh, 200.
That can't be accurate.
We were supposed to have Sean Fox back for 200.
Oh, were we?
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Oh, man.
All right, cancel.
Yeah, never mind. Never mind.
201.
I think he did, yeah.
He did. He said, did we
bring him in?
127.
Yeah.
And he said, it took 127 episodes to
yeah.
get me on here.
Oh, my God. I totally remember that. I'm gonna need to find that clip. But yeah. I mean, it's episode 200. Crazy. It's been what, 2 years and 3 months, 4 months.
I don't know when we started.
We started May 2022.
Yeah,
or the last day of May in 2022. So it's been a while. But this is our third football season, and we are keeping it rocking with some football content tonight. We are starting with our AFC previews. Hoping to do 2 different episodes. Going to split them up as it always feels best to do in football season because we get pretty lengthy, especially once the actual games get started. And, you know, we got to talk about all the college. We got to talk about all the NFL. That's the best way to do is split it up. Also, I have new internet. Starlink.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Elon. I've always been an Elon hater for his Twitter mishaps and
but no more.
All that stuff. I love him. I mean, I think he's the man. So
what had happened? What happened with Twitter that time?
He just everything about Twitter got worse once he bought it.
But no, something like massive happened.
I mean, the bots.
It didn't work like during a very important time.
Oh yeah, like during like something NBA related,
like NBA free agency or trade deadline.
There was something stupid, and I blamed him.
Yeah.
He's definitely on my bad side, but now he's definitely on the good. So shout out to Elon. Hoping that with this internet that maybe we're gonna post some actual full length videos on YouTube. That's the dream for me. And whenever we first started this, I uploaded the first, I think, 7 or 8 podcasts without video, obviously, but just the audio onto YouTube, and that would take like 5 hours, and it would kill the internet. But
when you said hopefully, I thought you were about to say hopefully we get him on for an interview.
Who, Elon?
Yeah.
Hey, open invite. Elon, if you're listening, you're more than welcome. You can come in studio.
We're gonna hit you on the DMs.
Yeah,
so,
I'll DM them. Yeah,
but you gotta have the blue check mark to be able to DM. So
hey, I can buy that.
Twitter
$10. $10 a month. I might have to buy that now anyway if Starlink keeps working this good. But yeah, maybe once the actual football season gets here, maybe I'll start giving that a test with like our hour-long episodes or whatever. I think that'd be a pretty good idea to. Get some actual video content out there onto YouTube. But I'm going to give it a test run for sure. Hopefully that'll work. But yeah, this is going to be our AFC East preview. Chances Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, hopefully we're going to circle the wagons, but probably not.
Big season this year, huh?
Yeah, it's either going to be really good or hopefully Doug McDermott gets fired. Not Doug, Sean.
Doug.
It ain't Doug.
That's the
3-point shooter.
That's a Creighton white boy, yeah.
Sean McDermott.
Yeah.
Is it McDermott?
It's Sean? Yeah.
That's
Sean McDermott.
That's how dead he is to me. Don't even know his first name.
Yeah.
Yes.
We also have the Dolphins. Very interesting situation with them. Tua's getting paid a lot of money.
Who's going to rush the passer? Until Jalen Phillips gets healthy.
And Bradley Chubb.
Gets healthy.
Well, Chubb might be back because I think Phillips got hurt late.
Yeah, Phillips got hurt on Black Friday.
Hey, once we look at the additions, I'm sure someone will jump out.
Melvin Ingram.
I feel like they drafted someone as well.
I think he got hurt.
Yeah, maybe. Probably. We'll see, though. But, yeah, that is definitely a big question mark for them is who is rushing the passer because they're two what? I mean, they're probably both getting paid $200 million. Chubb and Phillips are dang near.
I bet Phillips ain't getting paid.
I think
Because
he
last
might
year
have
was his
just gotten one.
last year was his like a breakthrough. It felt like.
Yeah, maybe. But very good pass rushers. They're both down. And then we also got the Patriots with Joe Milton and
Bailey Zappi.
Bailey Zappi.
I was going to say I was going to have a
Brissett.
hard time naming anybody on the Patriots.
Hey,
roster.
Joe Milton apparently QB1, huh? I mean, that's what people are
Uncle
saying.
Colin
He's the guy.
says.
Yeah. Uncle Colin said it's Milton over May. You know, the third overall pick.
Can't remember what somebody said on Twitter. They were like, this is exactly what Joe Milton does. He gets your hopes up, plays great in unmeaningful football games, and then the second it becomes meaningful, he's going to crumble.
That's right. And that's Joe Milton experience. But not a lot of hope in New England, but it's a new era. It's a new era, kinda.
Robert Kraft is dead to me.
Okay, why is that?
Bill Belichick. He parted ways with the GOAT.
That's right.
Somewhat unceremoniously.
It was not. It was not a happy ending.
No, not a happy ending. Speaking of which, did y'all watch the Tom Brady roast?
Oh my God! Yes,
I did
freaking
not. I
loved
watched
it.
clips.
Who stole the show? Who had the
cow.
best segment? Very clearly, there's one answer.
Oh, Edelman.
Who? Edelman?
Julian Edelman.
Did you
was
watch
good.
Tony Hinchcliffe?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God!
See,
nice
Tony-
shoes, bitch. Would you win him in the divorce?
See, I watched Kill Tony. You ever watch his show?
Oh,
His
I
pod-
follow him on TikTok, dude. I freaking love it.
Oh my gosh.
Cam Patterson.
Yeah, it is.
My best friend's a rock.
I can't talk about it.
Tucker Carlson got on there. He said, "Man, my grandmama hates your ass."
There was a, let's say, special needs comedian that came on.
Yeah.
Did you see that recently?
And there's the dude that wears the Phillies hat, like Rodrigo or Roberto or something. He gives like the most dry humor. Dude, I freaking love Kill Tony. Kill
But
Tony's
yeah,
so good.
Clay, you definitely have to
I've
watch
seen
it.
clips.
I
I
have-
didn't sit down and watch the entire
I have
thing.
rewatched the Tony clip probably 10 or 11 times. His little 5 minutes, and like, you know who was off limits that whole thing? Like he said,
Belichick?
no, Belichick was okay to joke about Robert Kraft.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was that made the Kraft joke.
It was the girl, Nikki Glaser.
Was that who it was?
She made it, and Tom came up there and
That's the
told her
one
to
he
cut it
talked
out.
to?
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, we're not going to do that. And people were speculating, like, why is everything else okay but not Robert Kraft? And they're like, he was closer to Robert than his own father, basically.
and
So,
Kraft and Belichick did shots together.
yeah, they all did shots.
Really?
Everybody.
Yeah.
Randy, Rob, Gronkowski, Edelman, Clay. It is
The whole
hands
time
down
y'all been talking, I've
hilarious.
been trying to figure out who the fourth AFC East team was. It's the Jets.
Jets.
Yeah, I was like literally confused.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about the
The
Jets.
great one is back.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers, man, back from the Achilles. A lot of hopes for the Jets. I think their win total might be something crazy.
Okay,
I think it's like 10.5.
I think they're predicted to win the division.
Speaking of special needs people, I was listening
Okay.
to somebody on ESPN a while ago, and the guy said that there was only one, maybe two quarterbacks in the NFL who are better than Matthew Stafford.
I thought you were going to say that had special needs.
Oh no!
I say, whoa.
This better,
One or two better than Matthew
only
Stafford.
one or two better than Matthew Stafford.
I disagree. Just tell you
He
that.
said the best was Aaron Rodgers,
Okay.
and
Wait, please say Mahomes.
he didn't even mention Mahomes.
Who said this?
He mentioned Lamar.
Who was it?
I can't. He was just
Some
on
ESPN?
dude,
here, yeah.
some player.
Well, yeah, whatever player.
There was a player that got asked, rank your, give me the best quarterbacks in the NFL, and Mahomes wasn't one of them, but Matthew Stafford was, Aaron Rodgers.
Caleb Williams.
Well,
Was it Caleb Williams that got asked that?
I think he said the best two, and it was Rodgers and Stafford.
That's who it was. Yeah. Like, what?
Well,
Speaking of
NFL
special needs,
top
maybe-
100.
maybe
What
Caleb
they
Williams.
do? They
Yeah, Mahomes
he's
is
number
3. I mean 4.
4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
McCaffrey, Lamar, and Tyreek above him. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's crazy.
He
Crazy.
made,
Tyreek
he made
won.
Tyreek.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but Tyreek is insane.
And
but-
Tyreek was on pace for 2,000 last year if it got hurt.
Yeah, that was a shock.
Did y'all see their wide receiver room? The Chiefs?
Yeah.
Like, everybody's either going to be hurt or suspended, or weighs the same as a guy that posted it. I thought that was the funniest
I
thing.
need to look that up. I didn't know.
Yeah. What's your weight?
I was like, weighs the same as me. Like, what? Like, $130?
or 330. Huh?
Yeah. Either one. But yeah, that's going to be the division we're talking about, and then we'll talk about some edge rushers with some big ears. I think it's a pretty good group of edge rushers. That
I got to do that list.
They got some pressure on them this year.
Did you say big ears?
Big years.
Oh,
big ears. Not big
Bosa
ears.
has huge ears.
Yeah, for Trump he does.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Let me do an ad read, and then we'll get into this. Mimi's is a children's boutique located in Jonesboro that fulfills all clothing needs for your little ones. Owners Melissa Johnson and Megan Harrell offer children and baby boutique brand clothing and accessories, vinyl print T-shirts, and so much more. You can find them on Main Street in Jonesboro from 10 to 6 Tuesday to Friday and 10 to 2 on Saturday. Not sure if y'all have listened to the last couple episodes or the
I listened to the Chasing the Trophy one the other day, yeah.
Where I mentioned...
You'd be calling her Megan or Al still.
Yeah. Yeah, I was doing it with Derek, and he read it, and he was like, that's supposed to be Megan Harrell. I'm like, we got that in August last year, and she got married like a month later.
Like in September.
So we've just been saying Rao the entire time.
Oh, well, everybody knows who you're talking about.
Yeah. So I had to change that after a year. So happy anniversary almost to Megan. But yeah, we're going to talk AFC East. Who got last year? I'm assuming the Patriots.
Probably Jets, huh? Oh, Patriots.
Patriots had third pick. What pick did the Jets even have?
Yeah, 4-13.
What pick were the Jets? Did they have a sneaky good year somehow? Did they just win games they shouldn't have?
Who was it that was winning games? They had a quarterback
Tim
that had a
Boyle?
run. He had a run for a little while.
Zach Wilson. I mean, crap, they won opening night, didn't they?
They were going to draft Brock Bowers, everybody thought, so it's like 10 or 11.
Oh, yeah, it was like 10. It was 11. Okay. So they weren't too terrible. Crap, better than the Saints, huh? Almost. Mm-hmm. But yeah, let's start in New England. Yeah, I mean, biggest story of the offseason by far, no Bill Belichick, which is something that just doesn't feel right, and I don't think it will feel right until we actually see Mayo on the sideline week 1.
I still don't think it'll work. I just think he's suspended.
Yeah, again.
Hey, it'll be real when you see him on the sideline coaching for the Cowboys.
Okay. Okay. Hey,
you think that could work? I don't think it could work.
I don't think Jerry Jones
him and Jerry, that'd be something.
It'd be fun to see, though.
Oh, it would be.
It's like when Bill Parcells came. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much. Hey, bring him to the Saints. Might as well.
I'll take anybody.
You know what Parcells said, if they want you to cook the dinner, sometimes they ought to let you buy the groceries.
Whoa. Okay. There we go.
So football players are groceries in that analogy?
It is.
Shout out Harrison Butker. Let's talk about the Patriots, though.
Watch Josh Allen.
Gerard Mayo is the why are you talking about a freaking game that happened 3 days ago?
I don't know. It's just bothering me. He looks like he's slimmed up. He's lost weight.
Gerard Mayo is the head coach,
You're right.
so not really sure how much different will be happening because that still feels like the Patriot way is going to continue to happen. But they did make a splash in the draft for like the first time ever. They drafted a quarterback. They got Drake May, number 3 overall, and I guess in Patriots fashion, the 193rd pick apparently is outplaying him.
Of course.
So
what was Brady, 199?
199, and Bledsoe was 1, right? I think Bledsoe was number 1. So, hey, maybe Joe Milton is Tom Brady. You heard it here first. But you also had Jalen Polk in the draft, number 37 overall, supposedly playing incredible in the training camp and everything so far, like expecting him to be the number 1 receiver for this team. So big things expected out of Polk.
Was Polk the Washington wide receiver that had the injury issues? Or was that McMillan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Polk was the actual 2. McMillan kind of became the 3.
Okay. Whenever he was actually the stud originally.
Yeah, McMillan was the 1 to start, and then Polk and Adunze took over.
That's a good threesome right there.
It was
very good.
Love a good threesome. Javon Baker as well.
You heard it here first.
At wide receiver. So they went and tried to make some actual splashes. I mean, the first 5 picks being offensive players is kind of crazy, but maybe the Patriots are actually saying, hey, we have an issue. So let's see what additions they had. Otherwise, Jacoby Brissett is back. Just always feels like he's going to find his way back to New England. 1 year, $8 million deal. I expect him to be the starter opening week. How long he keeps that job, I don't know. I could see him. I mean, if you're a Patriots fan, you're probably rooting for him to have the job 4 to 6 weeks, and then may take over whenever you're like 1-5 or something. But I would definitely hope that Drake May get some playing time this year. But it is the Patriots, so who the crap freaking knows? Antonio Gibson is there,
They
3-year.
probably know Clay.
Yeah, 3-year, $12 million deal. Love Antonio, and I'm very excited to see how he gets used in this offense, honestly. He's a very fun little gadget player that can do it all.
And now they can actually let Ramondre pound it.
Yeah, you
know,
and
'cause
Zeke's out the way.
Zeke's out the way, and maybe we get back to 2023 or 2022 Ramondre, whenever he's allowed just to run it down people's throats.
Ramondre got an extension as well, 4 years, $36 million. Not bad.
He's a sneaky good back.
Yeah, I mean, that's only 8 a year. Man, that's a good contract for Ramondre.
Definitely 9 a year.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, it's close. It's close. You know, with today's salary cap, there's no such thing as a
inflation,
real number.
man.
Yeah,
inflation.
Kendrick Bourne, 3 years, $20 million. Almost got shipped out to San Francisco, but apparently that deal is off the table. For Ayuk,
I think Ayuk probably vetoed that.
I think he did. KJ Osborne signed with the Patriots. I'm kind of intrigued by him. I've always liked him in Minnesota. He was their 3, but you know I think he can be the 3 for the Patriots. Pretty much. I mean, he's going from a 3 behind Jefferson and Addison to a 3 behind Bourne and Polk, probably. Jalen Reagor, who cares? Hunter Henry is back. Austin Hooper. Let's see.
Kyle Duggar. Why do I know his name?
That's the safety out of Delaware.
He been there a little while?
They drafted him. Yeah, they drafted him. 4-year, $58 million extension for Kyle Duggar. Yeah, he's a good safety.
Christian Barmore.
He came out in that draft with it was Kyle Duggar and Jeremy Chin.
Yeah.
They're both like 2 weird school players that were coming out together.
Christian Barmore's got blood clots, correct?
Whoa, does he?
Is he the blood clot guy?
I don't know about that.
Like one of their D tackles, I'm pretty sure it was him. Like he's got bad blood clot issue.
Yeah, diagnosed with blood clots.
Yeah.
So he's probably not playing this year.
Yeah, probably not. That's what Chris Bosh had to do, right? Did he miss like a whole year?
Did he?
I can't remember if he missed.
Bosh, his career practically ended after that. I'm not sure he ever played again.
Which basketball, you're probably a little bit more able to play. So it's
more able?
Yeah, less likely to bleed.
I don't think he played again.
Really?
I don't think he played again.
He had to have. Had to have, dude. He had to. Josh Allen lost 30 pounds.
Yeah, look up, did Chris Bosh return from blood clots? He might have played a little bit, but he didn't have much of a career after that. He was done pretty soon after. Christian Barmore, though, 4-year, $92 million extension from Bama, correct?
Yes, because Gotchow was up there too, and I got the 2 backwards.
Anthony Jennings, also a Bama guy, I do believe. Edge rusher.
That sounds right.
Josh Uche, that's their guy from Michigan. You got any Chris Bosh news over there, Bill?
Well, I'm looking at his career maybe coming to an end because of recurring blood clot. No, this is from 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever played again.
The Heat was worried about his health and their liability.
Yeah.
So,
they got Taki at linebacker. I liked him with the Browns for the past couple of years. He's always been a good fill-in and reliable tackler. Not a bad player at all. I'm kind of intrigued by him getting a bigger role with the Patriots. So.
Yeah, Taki, he was always making plays on red zone, it felt like.
And whenever freaking Jacob Phillips would tear his bicep for the 3rd straight year or whatever.
What's he hurt with this year? He's got to be something.
I think he might have
There's no shot he's healthy.
Let's see. I thought he actually left the Browns. Yeah, he's on the Texans now.
Well, maybe that'll fix it. Probably not.
Yeah, because he got hurt so freaking much. Like, how do you tear your biceps like twice? That's crazy. Let's look at their losses. You have Mac Jones. That era is over. Traded to the Jaguars to be back up. Drake May did take his number though, so it is kind of a not a pleasant sight for a Patriots fan seeing their quarterback wearing number 10 for that. I guess white boy with a similar build and everything.
Built the exact same.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. Drake needs to change his number. Zeke is back to the Cowboys. Devontae Parker retired. Mike Gesicki to the Bengals. Trent Brown to the Bengals. Mack Wilson to the Cardinals. I talked about him a little bit last episode. J.C. Jackson. Jalen Mills to the Giants. And when Bill Belichick walks out the door, so does Matthew Slater. Legend. Hall of Famer, huh?
I remember he'll probably be the first ever special teamer.
Special teamer.
To be Hall of Famer.
Yeah, crazy. And he probably deserves it. Let's take a look. Chance, pull up the wins for me. Get all them out there. Let's take a look at their depth chart real quick.
Patriots,
yeah.
over under 4.5.
4.5?
Ow.
That's the lowest.
With the over being minus 150.
Okay, so it's close to a 5.5 line.
Yeah.
But that's the lowest we've had. Cardinals were 6.5. And the Commanders and the Giants.
Yeah, that might be the lowest I've seen. Let me look.
I'm trying to think of another team that could be that low.
Broncos are the only ones that are close.
What are the Broncos? 5?
5.5.
What were the Panthers?
Hold on. Probably like 1.
I wrote it down in my notes.
Panthers were 5.5.
Okay.
But that was for almost pretty much even money.
Wow.
Yeah. So Patriots are predicted to finish dead last in the NFL.
What's Bears?
It's high.
We put it on the fridge, didn't we?
No, we did not. We put Vikings on the fridge. Under 9.5. Hold up 1 second. I'll pull it up.
It was like 8.5, maybe 7.5.
Bears are under 8.5 is plus money. So yeah, they're thinking they're winning 9. Yeah, that division's rough, and they have a rough schedule as well.
Yeah,
they do.
That seems a little high.
Bad.
That seems a little high to me.
Yeah, and you can get the under for plus 140.
Because all them dudes, all them teams up there are playing like hellacious schedules.
Yeah. Take a look at the depth chart though. Jacoby Brissett is the starter. You got Joe Milton at number 4. We'll see how long that lasts. Probably whenever he throws 3 picks next week.
Did Aaron Donald retire?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you not see my graphic last week?
No.
That was literally the question for the Rams.
Did Aaron Donald retire?
What is life after Aaron Donald on defense?
Did he retire? You
should have listened to the sports talk segment. That's all they talked about was my graphic.
Been a tad busy.
I sent the videos.
I listened to it.
You listened? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks to me. Jacoby Brissett, Ramondre Stevenson, Kendrick Bourne, Demario Douglas, Jalen Polk at your receivers. I forgot about Demario Douglas. Not another receiver. They just have so many wide receiver 3s. It is crazy. They did just cut Juju though. I think yesterday or the day before.
Yeah.
Not a good stay for him up in New England.
His career might be over.
What has happened to him?
No idea. It's so weird.
He fell off after
freaking great.
He fell off after Big Ben retired.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
Which you can't really blame him with the quarterback play he's had.
Because
he had Patrick Mahomes.
I had him.
And he was good that year. He had 1,000 yards.
I've had him on my fantasy team every year since Pittsburgh.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of shocking. Crap, I'll take him in New Orleans right now. I mean, might as well. He can be the 2.
I'll take a warm body.
KJ Osborne, Javon Baker, Tyquan Thornton, Kayshon Boutte. A lot of guys in that receiver room. 2 or 3 of them will probably be on the way out eventually. Hunter Henry is back at tight end. Austin Hooper. The O-line, not looking great. David Andrews is still there at center, but everything around it kind of a question mark. You do have Cole Strange, the massive reach of a first-round pick they had last year. But, yeah, not really a great O-line, not really a great offense. You can look at this offense and kind of see why this is a 4.5-win team. Looking at the defense, though, you do have Godchow starting at tackle. Christian Barmore is questionable, apparently. So maybe they're thinking he's going to play through the blood clots. We shall see.
It might not have been, like, all over his body or something.
Yeah, all I saw was no timetable. Matthew Judon coming off the edge with Anthony Jennings. You'd also have Josh Uche backing him up. Juwan Bentley, Taki, Jelani Tavai, Raekwon McMillan. Not a bad group of linebackers. Probably the strength of their team overall, I would say. Jonathan Jones and Christian Gonzalez at corner. Christian Gonzalez was great last year as a rookie. I think he was kind of a steal of the draft, or given the corners that went above him, like Emmanuel Forbes, guys like that.
He was projected to go early.
Yeah, and he just
and
kind
then
of
he
fell.
kept falling and falling. Like,
and landed in a perfect spot, and he's played really well. Also have Marcus Jones as a nickel. And then you have Kyle Duggar, Jabril Peppers at safety. I mean, honestly, the whole back seven isn't bad. That front seven is kind of. I mean, the front
Duggar,
defensive line.
Is that the white guy?
He's black with dreads. Couldn't be more wrong. I think he's got dreads. Yeah, not white.
Well, Duggar's that family in Arkansas has like 19 kids.
God.
yeah, including one that's like a pedophile.
Yeah, I thought maybe it was one of theirs.
Well, I mean,
One of them had to crack through as an athlete, right?
Yeah,
with that many kids, I mean,
what are your
you're
chances?
guaranteed one is going to jail, and one's probably become famous for being an athlete. I mean, that's just statistics.
In there.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
And at least one of them's going to try and have 30 kids.
That is.
All right, so different family.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. He's from Lenore Ryan. My bad. I was wrong on that college earlier. And Jabril Peppers, I think he re-signed as well pretty recently. Not a bad defense. If Barmore is out, that defensive line does look pretty weak overall. But I mean, I don't mind the linebackers in secondary at all. And with Gerard Mayo as the head coach, that's definitely going to be the strength of his teams is that defense. And between Ramondre and some of these receivers, maybe they can get a little something going offensively. But I don't have a lot of high hopes for that.
Hey, Keyshawn Boutte, he'll be able to play all year.
That's right.
State of Louisiana, drop the illegal gambling charges against him. So all is
that
good.
Was some wild stuff when it came out.
Yeah.
Like so many bets. So many bets.
Like a lot.
You want to know who was funding his
Yes.
DraftKings account?
Yeah. Brian Kelly.
His mother. His mother.
Really? Probably. It was so many bets. Let's take a look at the schedule real quick. At Cincinnati to open up the year, not a great pool for. My God, look at the schedule. They're not winning. They're not winning. Chance, have you seen this?
Take that under.
No.
Cincinnati opening week versus Seattle at New York Jets at San Francisco. You're not winning any of those probably. Versus Miami, versus Houston, versus Jacksonville, versus the Jets. You might not win.
Jets.
You might not win the first 8.
They could beat the Jets, though. Because by then the Aaron Rodgers experiment will be over.
Already torn his Achilles.
It'll be over. Yeah.
He's running. Well, when's election season? November.
Yeah.
So they play him twice before then. So he'll
be locked in.
Yeah, he'll be locked in still. It ain't November.
He won't
yet.
be getting ready to be inducted as the vice president of the United States.
That's right. At Tennessee, week 9.
That's
winnable.
Legitimate. Oh
yeah.
yeah.
You can beat
That could be the
Seattle
first
week
win.
2 as well, and I'm not betting on it. At Chicago versus the Rams. At Miami versus the Colts. Man,
that's the win.
Colts.
Yep.
Okay.
Arizona.
Cold December afternoon, dreary gray skies. Indy's having to play outdoors. That's the win.
Maybe. And AR-15 probably be hurt
by then. AR-15's hurt for
Jonathan Taylor's
1,000%.
probably hurt.
Jonathan Taylor's hat condom has come off his helmet.
Hat condom, yeah.
Yeah. And then Drake May's figured out that Jalen Polk is really good, so he's just throwing to him.
Well, Drake may even be on the field by then.
Hell, I'd hope so. If he ain't, I'd be worried.
Yeah.
Dude's got to play some.
You
Hey,
think
I'm
so?
Thinking, what was it? Plus 150 under.
Yeah, what's the
under
underline?
5.5.
Plus 125 for under 4.5.
I mean, that at Arizona after the bye week, and then you got Buffalo twice and Harbaugh.
There's a reason it's only plus 125 and not plus 300 or
Because it
something.
could really happen.
Yeah.
Good chances this going to happen.
I don't see
deep
them.
down, the odds makers are really feeling like the under's happening.
I really don't see them winning 5 games.
Tennessee, Indy, Arizona. That could be it.
Maybe Seattle as well. And like you said,
Is Gino hurt?
Well, he actually is kind of banged up, but that's week 2, so hopefully he'll be back by then. And with the Division ones, you might split one. Miami comes to New England early October, so the weather won't be bad, and you go to Miami where it won't be too hot.
LA coming to New England is also beatable.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That late in the year, Herbert's going to have a broke hand.
No. I think that's a loss. That's hardball football.
That's true. They're different
It's
now.
Greg Roman, yeah.
They're different now. Never mind that.
They're built for New England.
Gerard Mayo might get fired that day.
They still live in San Diego
No.
or in Los Angeles. Sorry.
Do you remember?
Did they just move?
Yeah,
It feels like it.
Do you
I think it's been
remember
like
when
7
the
years.
when the Rays were switching from the Devil Rays?
Yeah, you had to make a $1 donation.
You had to make a donation if you said it wrong.
Yeah.
On TV. Yeah. Well, that's what we need to start doing for the San Diego Chargers.
That's what Tech's going to start doing if people don't say La Tech.
La Tech.
I'd rather scratch my eyelids.
Or Lady Bulldogs or whatever it was now.
God.
They're not the Texters no more?
Some of them aren't.
Only basketball.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
But
that's the one
everybody
that's
the only
else
one that
knows
matters.
They're not Lady Bulldog. They are just Bulldogs.
Okay, so not Lady
No,
Bulldogs.
No, they don't want to be ladies anymore.
They don't want to be ladies anymore.
No.
I'm not going to comment.
Bulldogs.
Bulldogs.
Yeah.
It's so confusing when you're looking at scores. Because at one point last year,
You got to look for the baby blue.
Tech baseball and Tech softball had identical 26-12 records on the
Oh my
same
God.
day.
Playing the same team?
And no, thank goodness. But it was just, the Tech Bulldogs lost because the Lady Texers lost. I'm sorry, the softball team lost. See, we can't even show our team spirit anymore.
That's crazy.
So is LSU softball called the Lady Tigers?
Yeah.
Well, they used to be.
They can do whatever they want. It's
Lady
LSU.
Vols.
Lady Vols is the next one that
Yeah.
popped in my mind.
Oh, back on that Chris Bosh thing,
Okay.
I did find he had to go to the hospital with blood clots in May of 2015, and he was hospitalized for a few days. Came back, played, started the next season. In January of 2016,
Did they come back?
he had no. He played the whole
Oh,
season.
really? Okay.
But he got diagnosed with blood clot in his leg, and he never played again.
You see, I thought it was something in his leg.
Yeah, I mean it was right.
See, I remembered him coming back and playing. I just remember seeing that on sports.
So he only played like another year or so.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I'm
He just killed that
hammering this under. Under 4.5 definitely for this
That guy
Patriots
got
team,
hammered.
especially for plus money. Something I did last week, I made a big question for each team. Big question for the Patriots this year. Like, I just honestly don't really know. What do y'all got any pointers on that? Maybe
The question?
big question for the Patriots. I mean, it's honestly you want to base it around Drake May.
It's got to be
or
quarterback. I mean,
or
it's
just the post Belichick era. Do you have something with May and Mayo? Like, I guess that's really what you're looking for. You're not expecting to win this year. You're wanting to leave this season having some type of hope with Drake May and Gerard Mayo.
Can May show flashes of hope?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I put for Bryce Young as well.
Yeah.
well, I mean, he's got some receivers.
Yeah, I mean, not honestly a terrible group of receivers, and you've got Ramondre at running back, Antonio Gibson as well. Like,
Jalen Polk's probably the best wide receiver to play there since Edelman,
whoa.
and he ain't even played yet.
Yeah.
For being completely honest, maybe Jacoby Myers.
I mean, Kendrick Bourne's not a bad
and
player
Bourne
at
had
all.
some flashes. I think this dude's better.
I mean, we haven't seen him play it down yet. But
It don't matter. I've seen him play in Washington. Go Huskies.
yeah, I mean,
Oh, with Penix?
Yeah, my guy.
apparently he looked pretty good yesterday.
He's gonna be good. I wish he'd be in black and gold.
Yeah, not happening.
Allegedly, we were gonna pick him.
No, we weren't. Is that really a report?
We were trying to trade up to get him.
No, we weren't.
That's what they said.
Nah, fake news. Let's move on to
Jets. will be next.
JETS. Jets.
Here, I'll start the over/under.
Goodness.
Take a guess.
10.5.
10.5. Over is for plus money.
Well, I want to be impressed when I look at this. Looking at the draft, they got Fashanu, the Penn State tackle. That was the tackle that I wanted the Saints to actually get. He did go at number 11, though, before the Saints had a chance. I think that's a great pick for them, just kind of solidifying the O-line, keeping up Rodgers.
Because they lost Makai Becton.
Yeah, that was kind of we wanted him out of there. They also did add Tyron Smith, I'm pretty sure. You also got Malachi Corley from Western Kentucky. That was one of the kind of underrated receivers in a pretty stacked class. A lot of people were high on him, especially being a group of 5 kind of guy. Braylon Allen, that's the freak running back from Wisconsin. That was like
chiseled.
He's like 20. Yeah, he's also built.
That's
crazy.
right. He's young. I remember that.
He's very young, and that's a good pick.
That can help keep Breece Hall a little fresh throughout the year, maybe.
Quantez Stiggers does not even have a school.
Do not say that name fast.
Yeah, he just straight up doesn't have a school. He just came to play ball.
He's from Atlanta.
What is happening there?
I guarantee you they call him Stig.
Canada.
Come on, Stig.
Well, you see, the British Columbia guy, at least
it said
it, yeah.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, he played for the Toronto Argonauts or whatever.
How was that allowed?
What happened?
What?
This dude went to the high school called The Best.
Maybe if you're undrafted.
Did he just
hold on?
Did he forego college?
At the urging of his mother, he tried out and signed with fan-controlled football. That's what Johnny Football played. Indoor American football. He played 2022 and caught the attention of former Argonaut.
2022, he was 19.
Yeah. No, he'd been 20.
And then he went to Toronto and played that. So you can just play in Toronto at whatever age?
So is this Vince Papale?
This is wild. He's the first player drafted directly from the CFL since 1999.
God.
I did not know that was possible. Receiver. No, my bad. Cornerback.
That is awesome.
Yeah, you would think.
Hey, go back up.
He won the most outstanding rookie award for Canada last year, and now he's about to be the rookie in the NFL.
Jackson, Tennessee.
So
grew up in a family of 13.
So the Fan Control League and Canadian can just sign anybody
of whatever age,
without regard for their.
Well, he was 20.
Oh, wait, never mind.
While Stiggers was a freshman at Lane College.
Oh,
he dropped out.
So his dad died, and he was at Lane College, and he dropped out.
That's about the time Tavion was there.
I was about to say Tavion was there, pretty close to that. And he fell into depression that resulted in him dropping out, despite being on a scholarship. So I guess it was kind of a. Wow, that's just. I did not know that could happen. I didn't know you could play in Canada without playing college.
We learned something new today.
Yeah. Wow. So I wonder if there's ever going to be a time where people just skip college and go to Canada.
No.
No?
No.
If they can't get their ACT score up. Well, shout out to him. I'm rooting for him. That's a cool story to follow.
What round did he get picked 4th?
Whatever 176 is.
That's probably about the 5th, huh?
Yeah, probably. That's crazy.
That's awesome, dude.
It is. Looking at the additions, they added Tyrod Taylor, 2-year deal, up to $18 million. That's got to be some incentives. Mike Williams, 1-year deal, $15 million. I love that move. I think that's a.
I seen a dude on Twitter say that he gonna be out to like week 10.
That's not true. He just got activated last week from the pup.
Great. Glad I didn't believe it. Thought I found a really cool. No. I thought I found a really cool
week
account.
10.
I gotta go find it because I think I liked it. He had like a bunch of injury updates.
My God. But yeah, he signed a 1-year deal up to $15 million. I like that move. Just
you see, I knew it didn't sound right.
Yeah, it's absurd. But he's kind of in a change of scenery because he had definitely the potential to succeed in Los Angeles, but just always was getting hurt and things were just never going right. I kind of like this as the two behind Garrett Wilson and playing with Rodgers. I'm excited to see that for sure. John Simpson at O-line. Morgan Moses brought him in from Baltimore. Tyron Smith, I mean, really solidified the O-line to try to get it as good as they can for Uncle Aaron. Javon Kinlaw brought him in from San Francisco. What a disappointment he was. I thought he was going to be really good coming out of South Carolina. You brought in Hassan Reddick, but he has not touched the field yet for them because he's trying to get money, and they will not pay him.
I forgot they even signed him.
Yeah, they traded pretty much a pick swap of next year. So pretty much just the Eagles wanted him away from their team, and he is not signed. I think he's already been fined up to $1 million for not showing up to practice and all that stuff, but it'll get worked out eventually, I expect. Solomon Thomas is back. Isaiah Oliver at corner. Legatron back. Thomas Morstead. Let's see.
I miss him.
He's still punting too.
Yeah. That's right. Take a look at their departures. Brett Ripon, what a quarterback room. Trevor Siemian, Zach Wilson experiment, that is over. Randall Cobb is gone for now. Corey Davis retired. He retired before last season, right? I think so.
I don't think so.
I think he retired before last year.
I don't remember him on Hard Knocks. I know that.
When was Hard Knocks?
Last year.
The Jets was?
Yeah. Because
Really?
it was before his first year in New York.
Really?
Because he's only played one game.
I totally don't remember that.
Yeah. Because remember, you fell in love with Sauce Gardner.
I do love Sauce, yeah.
You got lost in the sauce.
I did. C.J. Uzomah, Mekhi Becton both went to the Eagles. Laken Tomlinson to the Seahawks. Bryce Huff to the Eagles. That was kind of just the place swap with him and Reddick. Both the edge rushers just swapping places and getting paid. John Franklin Myers, Quentin Jefferson. Big Al Woods, finally done maybe in the NFL. Had a way too long of a career. Like he was not even that good at LSU.
Yeah, I totally misread this dude's post. Mike Williams, progression suggests likely to play week 1. I just totally skipped over that. Projects to see post-ACL dip roughly 15% until week 10.
And so he's going to be playing at 85% till week 10?
Yeah, this dude puts a lot of percentages, and I don't understand what they mean.
Okay.
He's got 79,000 followers.
Okay.
It's called the Sports Med Analytics. He looks like he knows what he's talking about.
Just because he's a foreigner?
Yeah. Yeah, so?
Looks like a doctor. No.
Like Dr. Chow?
Yeah. What's
I
the
believe
over-under
everything
you
that
said?
man says.
10.5?
10.5, dude.
It's pretty insane. Let's take a look at the depth chart. Aaron Rodgers, Breece Hall, coming off a pretty good year last year, hoping to take it to another level. Braylon Allen already at the number 2 for running back. Receivers, Garrett Wilson.
He had issues
Mike
the other
Williams.
day.
Who?
Garrett Wilson. I saw a video from him in practice.
He had issues?
He was mad at somebody.
About Rodgers?
Yeah, I believe it was Aaron.
Well, they had like an argument or something.
I think that's what it
overreacting
was.
about.
Oh yeah, during the
And
practice.
yeah, you saw like on the sideline.
Yeah.
When did Garrett Wilson change his number to 5? Was that he didn't have that last year, did he?
I think he was 17 last year.
All right, well he's 5 this year.
Okay. Did not know that. Xavier Gibson, Alan Lazard, Malachi Corley. Not a bad receiving room. Tyler Conklin at tight end. O-line, you do have Fashanu not starting.
Irvin Charles.
What?
Was he a tight end?
Nah, I don't think so. I've never heard of this guy. From Indiana, PA, whatever that is.
Who was it? What was it?
Oren?
Charles. Was that who that fellow was?
O-R-E-N?
Played for the Browns.
He's like an H-back.
Yeah.
I think he played for the Chargers, maybe? Is that not a guy?
It was something Charles did. He played for the Browns, 1,000%.
Oren Burks?
No.
I don't know.
It's okay. It was just a thought.
Tyron Smith and Morgan Moses you have at tackles. Max Mitchell not starting. That's crazy. This ULL guy. I thought he's been pretty good.
The 2 backup tackles are really good.
Yeah, I wonder if that's just veterans that are going to take the spots because, I mean, Moses is probably 35, Tyron Smith's freaking 40.
And also could be a committee.
Yeah, maybe. John Simpson at guard, Elijah Vera Tucker, Joe Tipman. That's a good O-line overall. You got some good depth as well, so definitely a big emphasis for them this offseason. Looking at the defense, Jermaine Johnson, Will McDonald, Quinnen Williams, Solomon Thomas, Javon Kinlaw, Hassan Reddick. Pretty good O-line. D-line. Got some depth. Got some good pass rushers. Will McDonald, Jermaine Johnson off the edges. That's a pretty fun tandem. And, yeah, hopefully you have Hassan Reddick. No one really knows yet, but we will see.
I'm sure they'll figure it out.
Not sure who Jamie Sherwood is. Never heard of this guy in my life. Auburn, 4th-year player? Interesting. Not sure who he is. But you do have C.J. Mosley, Quincy Williams. Both of them have been awesome. Quincy, very fun story. Just pretty much drafted for no reason. He kind of had an athletic profile, but he was Quinnen's brother, and they're like, we'll give you a shot. And he's actually turned out to be a really good linebacker. I believe out of McNeese State as well.
It's almost like genetics or a thing.
Yeah, like he's a freak. Sauce Gardner at one side.
Quantez,
right? I'm backing him up. Oh, Bernard Converse.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Dude had a
What a
dude made
group
one
of
play for
names
us
right here at the left side cornerback. Sauce Gardner, Quantez Stiggers,
Say it slow.
Drake Bernard Converse, and then Shamar Bartholomew.
Sounds like a Key and Peele skit.
What a group of names you have there. That is wild. And then you have Chuck Clark and Tony Adams at safety. Ashton
Chuck Clark
Davis,
being a was he a Packer or was that Frank?
Raven.
Damn, Frank.
No, you're thinking of Kenny, the
That
D
one,
tackle. Ashton Davis, that's the white boy from Cal at safety. Michael Carter, DJ Reed on the other side. Good cornerback room overall. Kendall Sheffield as well.
And it's a lot of good names.
Yeah,
but
I mean, the defense overall is, I would say, really good.
it's a lot of good names, and you have a really good defensive mind in Sala.
Yeah.
And he is somehow still the head coach. So he knows if we had Dirty Five head coaches with something to prove, Sala's number one. Number
Dennis
2 is
Allen.
Dennis, which he ain't got to prove me nothing. He's already proved to me that he sucks.
Crap, Kyle Shanahan.
Kyle Shanahan's got to prove he can win it when the nuts got to get dropped. You know, Sean McDermott is too busy thinking about
I think
freaking
every
9/11.
coach not named Andy Reid pretty much has something.
Yeah,
to prove.
pretty much. Mike McDaniel,
Raheem Morris, Todd Bowles, Dan Campbell probably doesn't.
no, he's proven to me that he is.
Yeah. I like this
best.
team now that I've looked through it. I like the defense a lot.
It don't matter. They
The
ain't beating
offense maybe is lacking weapons a little bit, receiver wise, especially if Mike. I mean, you really can't trust his health, but
Xavier Gibson being your 3.
yeah, but I mean, he's got, I don't know, he's got potential, and it's Aaron Rodgers. He's used.
So
to
it really
performing.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's used to performing with
Yeah,
bad weapons.
I mean, we
so-
know that's gonna really be Alan Lazard
yeah,
probably.
and with Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson, like you can probably just get by.
He's gonna
So-
use Wilson as Devontae Adams,
Yeah.
so it doesn't.
10
really
and a
matter.
half wins. That's the line.
Let's see what it looks like.
San Francisco week 1 in
No
San
telling.
Fran Monday
Toss
night.
up.
That's gonna be awesome. Just hope you get past 4 snaps, right? At Tennessee,
Aaron Rodgers
week two.
sees the second quarter.
He should sit out the first quarter
yeah. First drive, just no passes,
just to be safe.
just no dropbacks. At Tennessee, week 2 versus New England versus Denver versus Minnesota. All right, I see 4 wins maybe right there. Weeks 2 through 5.
Just drew blood.
Okay. 2 through 5, though. Very winnable games. And then Buffalo. I mean, this certainly isn't the Buffalo team of last year or of past years at all.
No, but they're going to be having in their minds from last year on opening week in New York against the same Buffalo Bills team.
I'm still looking at wins, man.
Yeah, probably so.
At Pittsburgh, at New England, versus Houston on a Thursday night, Halloween. That's fun.
You got to remember they're playing a third place schedule.
Yes, that's true.
So-
At Arizona versus the Colts. Ooh. So many late night games too.
They might
you've
win
got
12 games.
You've got Monday, week 1, Thursday, week 3, Monday, week 6, Sunday night football, week 7, Thursday night football, week 9, Sunday night football, week 11. So you have 6 primetime games through the first 6 weeks.
Aaron Rodgers.
It's the Aaron Rodgers effect.
And then you also have, what is this, Germany or England?
It's just crazy.
Yeah, you got the London game.
It's crazy because like Patrick Mahomes don't even get treated like this, and he's the best quarterback in the NFL.
That's crazy.
You know,
that's a lot of freaking wins in that first 11. I like that.
They could be 11-0 at the bye.
Slow it down.
I mean, they can.
I don't know about that.
Are any of those a guaranteed L?
A guaranteed L?
Yes. Are they?
I would be shocked if they beat both San Francisco and Houston.
And Buffalo.
And Buffalo, yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, all 3 of those are very hard games, regardless.
But even on their short week, they get the Patriots, then the Texans on Thursday. They even got blessed with that.
Yeah.
It's freaking rigged.
Looking at the back half.
And then the other short week, they're playing New England on the Thursday night game.
Yeah. Versus Seattle.
Here's the hard games.
At Miami, at Jacksonville versus the Rams, at Buffalo versus Miami.
They have one road cold game. That's bull.
I mean, they play in New York,
but it's on their home field.
which is a,
But Buffalo
that's a
and-
deficit.
I mean, but look, they're getting New England early.
Buffalo and New Jersey are.
That's just messed
Did
up.
they go to Buffalo? Oh, Christmas.
17th.
Yeah, 29th. I mean, that's a
Hopefully Sean's fired
it's
by
a
then.
pretty good front schedule. The back half, yeah, definitely a little bit tougher. I mean, Seattle, we don't really know what they're going to be yet, but both of the Miami games, Jacksonville, you expect to be a little bit better this year. The Rams and at Buffalo, both of those games are going to be pretty tough. So,
But we got to remember that the Jets, they'll figure out a way to screw it up.
probably. But what's the line on that in terms of odds
10.5 being plus money.
for wins?
Yeah,
Plus what?
115. Over 10.5 plus 115.
Oh,
It's worth
I
$1.
think I kind of like it.
I mean, it's worth some money.
I mean, 11 is scarier than 10 to think of. But I think the schedule really benefits them. And you also get a late bye week, which I think would be a better thing for Rodgers. You definitely don't want to have that too early for him. And I don't know how the like Thursday Sunday thing will hurt him. Because I mean, yeah, you have Sunday week 2, and then you play on Thursday week 3, and then you go to freaking London week 5, and then you also have that Sunday Thursday split week 8 and 9. So I don't know if that's going to be a little tough for him going back to back, in 4 days twice. So it's going to be interesting, but I would lean over. So give me that again. You said plus
115. And hey, shout out to Peyton. Him and his team of 3 just won the Piney Woods 3-man scramble.
All right.
What'd they finish with?
A combined 107. So they were 18 under on day 1, and today they've shot 19 under. So they're 36
Oh,
under.
God.
Or 33 under.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's pretty impressive.
I did that at Pirates Cove one time.
Pirates Cove.
I was 18 and 19 under, actually. So it's 37 under.
Wow.
Dang. So that means they eagled at least one hole.
At least one.
'Cause
Peyton probably holding one.
I doubt they birdied every par 3. Doubt it.
Hey,
Dude.
little preseason football action.
Okay.
I wanted to mention Stetson Bennett today.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my heart was so happy.
4
Yes.
interceptions. Hey, but he became the oldest first-time quarterback to lead his team to fourth quarter comeback.
I mean, history.
He's like
tonight.
47.
History. Yeah, history. And it probably his debut because he's been in rehab.
Yeah, they said they were doing a field sobriety test on the sideline.
Okay.
After the third one. 27 years old.
He's 27.
27. I'm 28.
He's got grandkids there.
Yeah.
At the game.
That's crazy.
Came back and won 13-12.
That's crazy.
Real shootout.
13 to
in
12.
LA.
Who
24 for 38.
Cowboys.
Who dat?
Boston Scott, 15 carries.
No God. I'm
Stetson
liking
played the entire game, by the way.
I'm liking the over there. Stetson played the entire game.
24 for 38 passing.
Well, their other 2 quarterbacks are Matthew Stafford and Jimmy G.
Yeah.
I think Jimmy G's suspended. I think he's got suspended 4 games.
Yeah, he got an STD, right?
Yeah, probably. He had AIDS and they had to suspend him like magic. What's the big question for the Jets? It's
Is
hard.
it real?
It's hard
it-
not to talk about the quarterback every time.
Is the hype real?
Yeah, I mean,
Is the hype justified?
can you get past snap 4? Is the hype justified?
Look,
yeah, I mean,
I've
Does
never-
Aaron make it to the bye week?
I've never bought into the hype about Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I mean,
you
only
know.
one Super Bowl.
One appearance.
I'm certainly not saying he's a
And
Super Bowl
that's been
champion
like
this
15
year.
years ago.
But I really do like their schedule a lot. As you said, third place schedule. I think it really sets up for some good wins for the Jets. I do lean that over for sure. and I did not expect to, honestly. I was kind of doubting this coming in, but that's why we do these previews. Let's go to the next team, which will be the Bills. Did the Dolphins win the... No, Bills won the last game.
Yeah,
because
the Dolphins had to go on the road to Kansas City because the Bills couldn't make the playoffs unless they won the division.
Yeah.
It was. They were both 11-6.
I think the last game of the season the Bills won. Let's see. The Dolphins. Yeah, that's who it was. Chop Robinson they drafted. Edge rusher out of Kansas State.
That's right.
Patrick Paul from Houston. Jalen Wright, Tennessee. Just a speedy guy. Why not? Malik
top
Washington.
2 picks are pretty good, man.
Yeah, I mean, not a bad draft at all.
Patrick Paul was supposed to be a first rounder.
Yeah, and he fell to 55.
Yeah.
Additions.
A lot of names.
Yeah, but it's a lot of re-signings.
Shaq Barrett got hurt.
Did he?
That's who it is. He got hurt.
Did he?
I'm pretty sure. Google it.
Let's see.
Or no, he retired. He signed and retired.
Yeah. He just retired. That's right.
At 31 years old.
A
lot of football left in his body.
You brought back Mostert, 2-year deal, $10 million. That's a freaking steal.
That's not going to matter. He's not going to get the touches.
No, they're absolutely going to get the touches. It's a Niners offense. Everyone gets touches.
We'll see.
Braxton Berrios, River Craycraft, Odell, Jalen Waddle. Brought back all your receivers pretty much. 3 years, $84 million for Jalen Waddle. Wow. Did not realize that. That's a lot of money. I love Jalen, though.
Has he played a whole year yet?
I don't know if he's gotten hurt.
He got hurt last year. He's on my fantasy team.
Nah, maybe not bad, though. You brought in Jonnu Smith. I like that signing because I like Jonnu as a player, but tight ends just never work in Miami.
They signed like 30 people.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it's crazy. Jack Driscoll at tackle.
Like the list just keeps going.
Robert Jones, you brought him back. Isaiah Wynn. You did sign Shaq Barrett, but he retired. Neville Gallimore. My God, you signed 4 defensive tackles. Yeah. Calais Campbell, maybe he's going to play the edge.
And they signed 2 big-name safeties.
Jordan Brooks, that's a pretty good named linebacker. Didn't really work out in Seattle, so maybe a change of scenery for him will help him live up to the hype of that first-round draft pick that he was. Kendall Fuller, one of the better corners on the market, got him 2 years, $16 million. Nick Needham, very good player, brought him back. Yeah, and then you brought in Marcus May and Jordan Poyer. So, I mean, they really went for it.
They signed 7 defensive linemen.
Well, their best 2 are hurt. Got to have competition.
7.
And one of them retired.
And then there were 6.
Yeah. Departures. Robbie Chosen. I think he just signed with the Niners.
I saw, he worked out with them, they said.
Robert Hunt went to the Panthers on a big contract. Connor Williams, Melvin Ingram, Manuel Agba,
Justin Houston,
Andrew Van Geikel. Well, crap! You lost 7 linemen.
Well, you gotta realize Houston, Ingram, and Agba were all signed after like week 16.
Yeah. Van Ginkel, though, he's actually
Ginkel had a good year last
guy
year
for them last year. Yeah, he's gone.
I cannot recommend enough for you to watch in-season Hard Knocks this year.
Who was it last year?
The Dolphins were on. It was so cool, dude. Yeah. I'm telling you, I liked it more than the preseason.
I just watched too much football to watch.
Yeah, but it's one night a week, man. It was so good.
Yeah, there's probably a game on.
But it was so cool seeing them fix or have to try and patch together their edge rushers after everybody kept getting hurt. It was so cool.
Raekwon Davis is gone. Christian Wilkins signed for a big contract to the Raiders.
Yeah, he's with Cleveland Farrell out there now.
Don't think so.
That's where Farrell was?
He's on his 3rd team now.
But they drafted him in the same draft ahead of Wilkins.
Cleveland Farrell's been gone from Vegas for 2 years.
That's what I'm talking about. He went where that dude got drafted.
You said he's with Cleveland Farrell now.
Well, I thought he was, but I mean, I knew that's where Cleveland
He was on
Farrell
the Niners last year. That he got cut. Now he's in.
Yeah, because the dude sucks. He shouldn't have got picked 4th overall.
Yeah. No, he's in one of the NFC East teams.
I'll take him in New Orleans because we need a D tackle.
Eli Apple's gone. Maybe he'll be back somehow. Xavier Howard. I think he might be going to prison. Deshaun Elliott, Brandon Jones.
Longest yard?
No, I think he beat up a woman or something. There's something with him. What happened?
He got stopped with Paul Crew.
He sent explicit content to his ex's son. Oh yeah, did he film? Yeah. He sent a male teenager a sexually explicit photograph of the team's mother because she refused to get an abortion. There we go.
Oh, my God.
All right.
I can honestly say I've never heard of somebody doing such.
Trendsetter. I mean,
Good for him. I want to read that article.
June 7th.
Maybe Tyreek needs to get some pointers.
Yeah.
He meant to send it to Tyreek Hill to tell him to get a vasectomy.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
I just don't want to end up like my teammate. Yeah. I mean, that's crazy.
This is my fifth.
Eli Apple.
Yeah, I'm about to look and see if he's signed anywhere.
He'll appear somewhere about week 7.
He is a free agent. So, nowhere yet. Hey, Saints could use him. I think there'd probably be riots if he came back.
Dude, I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah, he talked a little too much crap.
Yeah, he did.
The mama did too.
Yeah, it's crazy. Let's look at their depth chart. What's their wins?
9.5.
What's the money on that?
Minus 135 for the over.
Minus 135 for 9.5. So
Yep.
we need 10 wins. You got 2 at quarterback. Raheem Mostert, Devon Achane, Jalen Wright, Jeff Wilson. All of them will get playing time. Very good backfield, though. Tyreek Hill, obviously, best player in the NFL. Jalen Waddle,
Allegedly.
Odell, Braxton Berrios.
He's tapping
Malik
Alex
Washington.
Earl. Shout out to him.
She's not that hot.
She's not, but she carries herself like she is.
Yeah. Anthony
tap the bell.
Schwartz. Look at him. Still hanging around.
Is that
the league.
fast dude?
Yeah, it was a Brown.
Yeah.
Jonnu Smith, Alec Ingold at fullback because you need a fullback for this offense. It's the Niners' way. Teron Armstead at left tackle. Patrick Paul backing him up. Austin Jackson on the other side. Isaiah Wynn, Liam Eichenberg, Aaron Brewer. Not a bad line at all. You got some good depth as well.
Paul will have to play probably about 8 games.
Yeah, I mean, Kendall Lamb's not bad. Jack Driscoll, that's a good O-line. Good job on them for building that up. And the offense, that's going to go through Hill and Waddle and whatever running back plays that week. Looking at the D-line.
Just a bunch of no-names everywhere on defense.
Not great there on D-line. You do have Jalen Phillips and Bradley Chubb at the edges, but neither of them
Click on their
play
names and
week
find
1.
out. I bet they have a prediction.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Or I can go to my guy. He'll give me a percentage of
that's right.
his body health.
Jalen Phillips was placed on the PUP. I think he was the one that got hurt late.
He got hurt on Black Friday, I'm telling you.
Black Friday, okay, yeah. So he probably ain't coming back. Chubb was placed on that as well. He got hurt freaking New Year's.
But what kind of hurt?
I think it was an Achilles.
Was he an Achilles too?
ACL.
Then he ain't playing this year either.
But he could come back. That'd be 9 months.
Yeah, at 9 months you can start rehabbing it.
No, you can play in 9 months on ACL.
Damn, is that what Peterson did?
Who's Peterson?
Adrian.
Oh, God, yeah. He did something unheard of.
He beat the hell out of his kid.
Yeah, that's true. So, yeah, you don't really expect either of them back soon, and not in a big role at least. But you do have some of these guys like Chop Robinson, Kamara, Agba to help fill in. David Long, Jordan Brooks, Anthony Walker, not a bad middle linebacker core, though. Kendall Fuller, Jordan Poyer, Javon Holland, Marcus May playing backup safety. I guess he's at that point of his career. Jalen Ramsey, not a bad secondary at all.
Who on earth is the nickelback?
Kadir Kahu.
Who is that?
Not sure. I thought Nick Needham was a starter. Let's take a look.
That sounds like a created player's
Texas
name.
A&M Commerce.
Okay, he's probably good.
3rd season. You also have Storm Duck from
Storm Duck,
UNC.
I
maybe.
recall him.
Oh no, I guess he transferred to Louisville. He was definitely a UNC guy. So yeah, shout out Storm Duck. Crap.
Oh, you
Just
messed
exit
up
out of
now,
that.
bud.
But yeah, let's take a look at the schedule of the Dolphins. Not a bad defense at all, but yeah, without Chubb and Phillips, it is going to be pretty rough. Jacksonville week 1 versus Buffalo on Thursday Night Football week 2. At Seattle versus the Titans at the Patriots. Not a bad first 5. You could win each of them.
Not a fan of Buffalo having to go to Miami in September, but whatever.
Yeah, but they get to go there November 3rd. It'll be cold probably by then.
It'll probably be 85 degrees.
In Buffalo,
Yeah.
the world might die if that's happening.
Well, they say the ice caps are melting.
Yeah. At Indianapolis, week 7 versus Arizona. At Buffalo. At the Rams versus Vegas versus the Patriots. I'm seeing a lot of wins. seeing a lot of wins, and then it gets pretty tough. On what is this? Thanksgiving?
24th or 28th?
28th.
28th, yeah.
Is that
Thanksgiving? It's late. At Green Bay for the Dolphins. That's a very fun game.
That'll be a fun night game.
That will be very fun. Versus the Jets after that, at Houston, versus San Francisco, at Cleveland, at New York. That is a rough stretch to end out the last 6 weeks. None of them, I would say, are guaranteed wins at all, and 4 of them are road games.
Well, good. They have to go to Cleveland and New York in the winter, so that's good.
And Green Bay on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's good. That's
all
what they
of them
get.
are tough. Yeah, I mean, that's a tough schedule to end out the season. But in those first 12, honestly, I see the first 11 games of the first 12 weeks. You do have an early bye week 6. I see probably 7 or 8 wins.
Oh,
yeah,
that's a pretty favorable.
It's
schedule.
favorable for them, yeah.
I mean, Jacksonville, Buffalo, Seattle, Tennessee, New England.
But
open up
then
the year,
starting in week 13, they could lose every game.
They could, but they're not
New
that
York
bad of a
in
team.
December and January are going to be.
Yeah, it will be cold. It will
tough.
be cold. But you also got to think the early part of the season is definitely what you want to be easier when you're losing Chubb and Phillips.
Yeah.
By then, they're going to be back and ready.
Yeah,
And,
that is
and
true.
also, the Dolphins aren't bad enough to where they're just going to lose every game against a good team. They are a good team. So, like, these last 6, they could very
as
well...
long as 2 is healthy.
They could very well split and not even be a surprise or anything. Like, they're a good team. And it is definitely better that your harder games are on the back half. I like the over. What's the money on that? Is it plus?
No, it's minus 135.
Hey, guys.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Freaking government. So Dolphins over 9.5, minus 135.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's the question for this team?
Can they win in the cold? No. Well,
I think it's got to be defense related.
Can they win a road playoff game?
Well, you got to get to the playoffs first. I think you got to do something defense related without Phillips and Chubb, and can
they tread water? Can the defense tread water until their edges get back?
Can the defense
pressure the quarterback?
Can the defense help the offense out any? That's pretty much just what it's coming down to, because they're going to score points. They're going to score points. And
can the defense take the pressure off the offense?
Yeah, there we go. Can the defense take the pressure off the O?
And also, can Tyreek Hill work
pull
on
out
his pull-out game?
Over under 2.5 kids this
that's
season.
From his,
that's
from his
the real
coach,
bet,
right?
Yeah.
Did you see that video?
Where
he's doing a press conference and he mentions his pull-out game.
Really?
And I don't know if it's real or if it's AI stuff.
Probably
I can't
AI.
tell anymore.
AI is pretty freaking scary, man.
Yeah, it is. Let's take a look at the division champions. Nobody circles the wagons, right? Like the Buffalo Bills.
We circling, baby. We're gonna win the whole thing.
You think?
Already got money out there on them. Super Bowl or bust.
Let's
forever.
take a look. Probably not.
Yeah,
Keon
probably not.
Coleman, first overall pick for the Bills, day 2.
People are already worried about his separation ability.
He absolutely had concerns coming in the
Yeah,
draft.
but it's okay.
Probably, honestly, a little bit of a reach. Even at 33. I mean, there were talks of him as a number 1, as a first-round guy at one point, but with guys like Jesus Christ.
My bad.
With guys like Adonai Mitchell and them on the board, I'm not really sure if Coleman was the absolute best pick, but he definitely has a path to.
I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna do.
Be good.
This is what they're gonna do. Okay, they got Curtis Samuel, they got Khalil Shakir.
Mm-hmm.
Both of those dudes are good at taking the tops off of the defense. Okay, that's gonna have to make them safeties cheat over and help watch them two down the slots. All right, so Keon's gonna get a lot of one-on-one coverage. He's a big body basketball player. He can box them out. He can make some one-on-one contested catches. He don't need to be having separation. He just needs to be able to win some jump balls.
Yeah, and
that's
it's
gonna be the
kind of
game
interesting
plan.
because given the body types, you would kind of want Keon to be more the deep threat, because Samuel and Shakir do a lot of their good work, kind of in the slot,
over the middle,
short passes, get it to them and let them work in space. So it's an interesting room all around, and Also, if MVS does make the team, he also can be that deep threat kind of guy.
And you know I'm high on Shakir. I love Shakir.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite guys in the league to watch.
I think Samuel's going to be great.
Samuel fits in well with the playmaking, outside the pocket ability for Josh.
Yeah.
He's good at that. And then you got to remember they got Dalton Kincaid and Dawson Knox, who are two pretty good tight ends.
I like how NFL.com gave the Bills a B grade for day one. They didn't even have a pick.
They traded, though.
Oh, I guess that is true.
Yeah.
So they got a B.
They traded down twice.
Cole Bishop, Dwayne Carter, Ray Davis.
Cole Bishop's got to play.
Got the best center in football in like the 5th round from Georgia, Cedric Von Granger.
He's probably starting.
Hey, what about that linebacker they got, too?
Oh, what is that name?
Sound that out. Edafwan
Ulafashia. Heck yeah. We got a guy without a college.
Uh-oh.
Travis Clayton.
Is this going to be the second dude to be drafted from Canada?
No shot. Okay.
No, he doesn't exist.
He's not on NFL.com.
He's already been cut. Travis Clayton. Buffalo from the international. He's from England. Part of the International Player Pathway Program,
Freaking
the
right.
IPPP.
Well, he'll definitely
He grew up
make
playing
the team.
association football, rowing, and boxing.
Dude, he's
before going to
6'7".
rugby. 6'7", 301.
He's a left tackle. That's 100% a left tackle.
First tried American football in 2019 in the NFL Academy. 4 years later, he just gave up, and then 4 years later decided to try it again. Wow.
He only hit the bench press 19 times.
40-yard dash. That's crazy. Went to IMG for 10 weeks.
10 weeks? Football season?
Yeah. He said, I'm out of here.
Realized he did not like living in America.
Although having never played in a game of American football, he was chosen in the 7th round.
Oh, God.
Wow. Second IPPP player ever since Jordan Mailata, who is one of the best tackles in football.
Yeah. So, hey, we did it.
100% hit rate so far. So that's crazy.
Said his 40-yard dash was better than anybody at the combine.
For tackles?
Yeah,
that's
linemen.
crazy.
Hey, I found some more information on the Canadian football thing.
Oh, okay. You got the rules for that or whatever?
All you have to be is 18 years old and finish with high school, and you can sign with them. They do draft. I mean, they can draft American players.
Yeah.
But they just draft Canadian, like from Canadian colleges and all, and then sign any leftovers because they know they're not going to get them over a NFL team. But, yeah, if they're 18, they don't have to have attended college or completed college. So
that it would be really cool, which, especially not now that the NIL era is happening and the transfer portal and all that. But if you'd think back 5 years ago, someone like the Toronto Argonauts that's been so good for so long, for them to, throw a bag at one of these top recruits and say, come get paid for 3 years.
Yeah.
So what's the rule for the NFL to draft them? 3 years removed?
3 years removed.
3 years removed from high
from
school?
high school?
Yeah. I think that's what it is.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's
how this
shocked.
dude's getting to play.
Yeah, I'm
that's
kind
Travis
of shocked
Clayton
that never happened. Is that it? Like, no one ever just went up there, got paid to play football, and I mean, it's not like Canadian League is just an absolute awful level of play.
Hey, Warren Moon went there first.
Yeah,
I mean
that's crazy.
I think he had more yards in the Canadian League than he did for the Oilers.
Won an MVP though for the Oilers, right?
Yeah, maybe
I think so.
87.
I think he won. Yeah, I think so.
That's cool. I'll learn a little bit tonight about that.
Yeah. Let's move on to the depth chart. Oh, wait. No, I've only talked about the draft. My bad. Mitchell Trubisky backing up Josh Allen, Chase Claypool, Matt Collins, Curtis Samuel, 3 years, $30 million
Have y'all seen Matt Collins
contract.
on the tweet?
Yeah, he's a crazy man.
Dude don't wear shoes.
Yeah.
Except for on the football field because he's legally required
as soon as he gets off the grass, when they're done, he takes his shoes off.
Yeah, he's
He
barefoot
also doesn't
all
cut his
times.
hair.
Yeah.
He doesn't eat vegetables.
He does it. Dude's weird.
He doesn't eat vegetables.
He's a weird guy.
Carnivore.
I don't know if he might not eat that either. He might
Tom Brady
might
don't
not
eat.
eat.
Tom Brady.
I don't know.
You know what Tom Brady said? What? Tomatoes are the silent killer.
Yeah.
That's what kills people.
Saw Caleb's on the TB12 diet.
Caleb Presley?
Williams.
Really?
Why the crap would you go Caleb Presley first?
Because I saw a video of him earlier talking about Tom Brady.
That's the first Caleb that came to your mind.
Yeah, not the actual, generational prospect at quarterback.
And we just talked about
Pink
Mitch,
iPhone.
and he was friends with Mitch Trubisky.
That's crazy. Curtis Samuel, MVS.
I like Curtis Samuel, man.
Lyle Collins, Deion Dawkins, David Edwards, Will Clapp. Definitely solidified the O-line. Some good names there for sure.
And they got Travis Clayton.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. AJ Epineza. Not a lot really on this defense in terms of signings.
Super Bowl.
Signed a lot of defensive linemen. You're talking about the Dolphins. They signed 7 as well.
Yeah, man, we had to.
Daquan Jones, Jordan Phillips, Deion Jones.
Because the only people
still bouncing around the NFL.
The only people that churn through defensive players like the Dolphins is the Bills.
Yeah, that's right.
It's every year.
Teron Johnson, 3-year, $31 million deal. Cam Lewis, Mike Edwards, Taylor
Cam
Rapp.
Lewis sucks.
Let's look at the departures. Damian Harris retired. Interesting. Latavius Murray.
I'm thinking of Nyheim Hines.
Yeah. Gabe Davis left to the Jaguars. Stephon Diggs was traded. Deontay Hardy to the Ravens.
Did you see my boy Josh's comments the other day?
Yeah.
When asked about Stephon.
A whole lot of nothing.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
What did he say?
He said, I don't think miss is the word in reference to Stephon.
What was he supposed to say? Yeah, we're really going to miss him. We needed him. Yeah, so you're saying your receivers suck?
I think it's going to be addition by subtraction.
No, it's not. It's not. Addition of what by subtracting 1,200 yards?
Josh is already looking healthier than ever right now.
Okay.
Dude, have you not seen him?
I have.
He's probably lost 45 pounds.
What does that mean? That means he's going to get hurt.
Probably not.
45? You said 20 a while ago.
45, he's
What is he,
195 now.
Or 160?
Yeah.
No, Josh was every bit of 245 last year.
That's a bad thing that he's losing weight.
Well, he's more mobile and agile and hostile.
Yeah, and then he's going to get hurt because you know he's going to take a stupid hit.
Yeah, but he's a man.
He'll be look like Lamar Jackson
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
He's the great white hope.
155 soaking wet.
That's not good.
Super Bowl.
Ryan Bates, Mitch Morse, Leonard Floyd, Poona Ford, Jordan Phillips, Dane Jackson, Tre'Davious White, Micah Hyde, Jordan Poyer. My God, a lot of losses on defense. Looking at the depth chart, what's their line?
Micah Hyde still ain't got signed.
Justin Simmons ain't got signed yet.
That's crazy.
Is it 8.5?
9.5.
Seriously?
Yep.
What's the under?
Plus 120.
Ooh.
Minus 145 for the over.
I'm going to be leaning under. I'm going to tell you that right now. Looking at the depth chart, Josh Allen, James Cook, Khalil Shakir, Keon Coleman, Curtis Samuel, KJ Hamler, there you go. MVS, Mac Hollins, Chase Claypool, Andy Isabella. What a group.
Dude, we're going to win the whole thing.
Talking about the Patriots having a group of threes. This might be some 3s and 4s. Maybe Samuel's the only one I really feel confident in this year. And I like Shakir, but...
Like, for real, though, Samuel has really very sneaky good seasons every year.
Yeah, he does, and I think he's going to be fine. But
and
now
he's
going to be
a shot.
Now he's going to be drawing Jalen Ramsey and Sauce Gardner.
Yeah, well, we got Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah, you do have Dalton Kincaid, Dawson Knox, Deion Dawkins, David Edwards, Connor McGovern, Osiris Torrance, Spencer Brown. Very good O-line. The backups are great as well. Lyle Collins, Will Clapp.
Because you know at least 2 of them starters are going to get hurt by the end
Travis
of week
Clayton
5.
is questionable. He got hit for the first time ever.
Why's my chest hurt?
Yeah. Even though he's a rugby guy, apparently. Gregory Rousseau, Daquan Jones, Ed Oliver, AJ Epineza on defensive line. Pretty good. Von Miller still getting paid. Forgot about him.
Yeah.
That's a good defensive line, though. Not bad at all.
Epineza's an animal, dude.
Yeah. Matt Milano is back from an injury. Terrell Bernard, Nicholas Morrow. Second, the linebacking group, not great, but if Matt Milano is what you expect him to be,
and
it'll carry it.
And if Debo can resurrect his career.
He's not. He'll probably get cut. Looking at the secondary, DeMar Hamlin starting free safety.
Yes, sir. That'll be Cole Bishop once he gets his feet wet.
Rasul Douglas, Kyer Elam, Christian Benford, Jamarcus Ingram, Taron Johnson, Taylor Rapp. This secondary sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Secondary
it sucks every year.
Rasul Douglas is a solid player. Teron Johnson's not bad. Safeties are bad.
Rasul got abused last year if they traded for him. abused.
That's a bad secondary.
That's what happens whenever your dudes get old and you can't pay Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde to stay around.
But you should have when it's him or a dead man.
They didn't have no money.
I'm taking the under.
Super Bowl
Schedule versus Arizona, at Miami, versus Jacksonville, at Baltimore, at Houston, at oh my God, what is that? What is that 4 through 6 right there?
I'm gonna be unbearable.
At Baltimore, at Houston, at the Jets.
Goodness God.
2 of them prime time. Good luck. Good luck. Versus the Titans, at Seattle. You don't want to go to Seattle ever, especially in October. It's gonna be rainy.
It's an afternoon game.
It's gonna be rainy.
Yeah, it's just gonna be misting the whole time.
It's an afternoon.
It rains every game in Seattle.
It's afternoon. They'll be fine.
Versus Miami, at the Colts, versus the Chiefs, and then thankfully you get a bye week.
Versus the Chiefs.
Sean might get fired week 12.
Let's see if that gets better. Nope.
I saw San Francisco.
San Francisco right out of the bye.
I'm gonna have to
Let's see if it gets better.
Yes.
At the Rams.
Dub.
At the Lions.
Shit.
Versus the Patriots. Hey! Patriots in the air.
Yeah.
At the Rams and at Detroit after playing San Fran. That's not easy. That under. Hammer. Actually, I'm writing that on the fridge. What's the line?
Don't do that to me.
What's the line?
Plus 120 for the under.
Bills under 9.5.
Yeah.
They think they're going to win 10 games?
Scroll back up to the
They
top.
think they're going to win 10 games?
Let me talk myself into 10. Arizona's a dub. They'll
Okay.
split with Miami. They'll beat Jacksonville because Big Play Gabe sucks.
He's the 4.
They'll split with New York. Tennessee sucks. They'll split the away games between Seattle and Indy. Scroll. We own Kansas City in the regular season.
I don't think that's true.
They do. You can look it up. We always beat them. L.A. will beat L.A. We'll sweep the Patriots.
Of course they will.
We'll sweep the Patriots. I'm at 10. That's the route.
Chance you had Kansas City in there.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
But you're going to give maybe give Drake May a shot at you twice in 3 weeks.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. 9 might be the number.
They're not winning 10.
Clay, they're going to win the Super Bowl.
Not in that division. They might win Super Bowl, but they ain't winning 10 games.
Let me go find the Super Bowl odds.
I'll tell you that. They're going to win 9 and make the playoffs, maybe. That's rough.
You'll know if that's really going to happen if by about 6 or 7 weeks when you see what kind of arsenal poor Patrick Mahomes has put together.
That's right.
This ragtag group
still looking great.
Dude, them and the Jets are projected to win the division, both at plus 180.
Who in the Jets?
Bills.
No way.
I'm looking at it.
What the crap are the Dolphins?
Bills are at plus 1,500 to win the Super Bowl. Jets are at plus 2,000.
I mean, they do have Josh Allen.
Yeah, you're forgetting they have the best quarterback on the planet Earth, not named Patrick Mahomes.
They have Josh Allen, but
and he's lost 20 pounds.
That's a negative.
No, it's not. He's healthy.
What's the Dolphins to win the division?
I
like the Jets a lot.
Plus 200.
So it's plus 180, plus 180, plus 200.
In other words, they have no idea. Plus 2,500.
Okay.
Yeah.
The can I put like money on the Bills to not win the division?
Josh has the third best odds to win the MVP.
If he wins 10 games with this team, give him the MVP. It's a rough team. Secondary is dreadful.
Yeah, man, it's a bunch of ragtag guys. It's
dreadful.
Okay.
You have DeMar Hamlin starting right now.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Like, what's stopping them from calling?
Inspirational.
What's them stopping?
Did he
from
win the
calling,
Comeback Player of the Year award last year? Did they get to Flacco?
I think Flacco.
They get to Flacco. Did they?
The Browns won everything.
Flacco.
Yeah. Flacco just got off the couch. He didn't
Where
get
did
hurt.
he come back from?
Early money
from sucking.
plus 140 for Aaron Rodgers to win Comeback Player of the Year. I mean, you know if he plays 16 games, he's gonna win it.
What's Hamlin?
Not on the list.
Oh,
well, you can't come back again.
What's AR-15 up there?
Plus 650.
Yeah.
Fourth best.
Um,
Allegedly, Burrow's coming back. I think that's when he got his hand hurt or something.
he got hurt he didn't play the last like 5 weeks.
Yeah.
That under is happening. I'll tell you that right now.
Watch your mouth.
What's the big question for the Bills, Chance?
Why did Josh Allen lose so much weight?
They have him listed at 237 right now.
He looks pretty skinny. Maybe
237.
white
nowhere.
white is slimming though, right?
Yes. No, black. Black is
Oh,
slimming.
that's right.
You know what he probably did? They probably got a thinner, more efficient flak jacket that they wear.
Dude, he wears the thickest flak jackets. Yeah. And he also wears the game jerseys with like a hoodie pocket in the front of them.
He's switching to the old Douglas shoulder pads like Tom Brady used.
I'm genuinely curious about why he lost so much weight. Here's the question. How far can Josh Allen take them? That's the question.
Or how about, can Josh Allen be Superman?
Yeah, like.
Yeah, how far can Josh Allen carry this team? How far can Josh Allen carry this team? Yeah, that's pretty much that's how it is. Like, this roster is rough.
It's really bad, dude. But they were in cap hell.
But that's how good Josh Allen is.
It is.
That's how good he is. That you still give.
I don't
10
even think
wins.
he's getting paid as much as he could be getting paid.
I think he's getting paid a lot still.
He's getting paid a lot, but it's not like
Well,
who got paid the other day.
Everyone
it wasn't
gets
his
paid
turn.
more.
Yeah, it wasn't his turn.
It was the most at the time, probably.
Yeah.
Let's do a Dirty Five real quick, and then we can end up this episode. Dirty Five edges with something to prove. Chance, you didn't even give me a tight ends list. You just straight up boycotted that.
Because I told you it was stupid.
What does that mean?
There's only one tight end with something to prove.
That's not true.
It's Kyle Pitts.
There's always players with something to prove. Travis Kelce has something to prove.
Yeah, that he's not going to get Taylor Swift pregnant. That's about it.
Whoa.
Everybody has something to prove.
I looked at your list. Like Brock Bowers, yeah, you could say he has to prove why he got drafted so high. Kincaid, what's he got to prove? That he can handle a heavier load on the offense? Hell, he had a heavier load last year than Diggs, and Diggs is gone now.
And he didn't have a heavier load than Diggs.
Dude, he had more catches than Diggs last year, I guarantee you.
No shot.
Guarantee you.
I would say Diggs was at 90, Kincaid was at 65.
Nah. He probably had more yards than Diggs.
No.
That's probably what I'm thinking.
Kincaid had 73, Diggs had 107.
Yeah.
Kincaid had 600 yards, Diggs had 1,200.
Yeah, dude, so he almost had him.
50 less catches and 500 less yards.
It felt 50 less catches. You know math and son of a gun. That is 34.
Oh, my bad.
He had 50 less targets.
Yeah.
Sorry that Diggs was a target whore.
And he had 2 touchdowns. Diggs had 8. Yeah. Big play Gabe had more yards.
Well, you got to recall that Josh had like 17 rushing touchdowns last year.
He had 15, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think Kincaid absolutely has something to prove. And especially being that he was very hyped up last year. People were saying he might have 100 catches last year. And then Laporta goes out and does everything that everyone thought Kincaid was going to do.
Nah, I don't know.
And now Kincaid...
That's still a good rookie year.
No, it's not a bad rookie year at all. But I think Kincaid absolutely has something to prove.
And you got to remember, they got Joe Brady for a full year now.
There's no reason that Kincaid shouldn't be touching 1,000 yards this year.
Did I win James Cook in fantasy?
Yeah.
Good.
I think. I don't know. I didn't. I'll do my list real quick.
Oh, I forgot. I have mine.
My number 5 edge is I put Micah Parsons, which probably sounds a little crazy to think. I mean, Micah Parsons has
hit 14 sacks last year.
Yeah, he's been awesome coming every year that he's played.
What's he got to prove?
I think that given how much he gets compared to T.J. Watt, Nick Bosa, Myles Garrett, and that group, I don't think he's on their level quite yet. And also, I mean, you think back to the games last year with who they play in the playoffs, the Packers, was not even on the field pretty much. I think he had 0 sacks in the game against Detroit that they should have lost. Had 0 sacks. Whenever the big games came around, he just didn't really make the plays that you expect from guys like Bosa and Watt and Garrett that are solidified in that top 5 edge rusher range. And I think Parsons still has some work to do to live up to that hype. So I'm going to put him at number 5. For number 4, I'm going Will Anderson. Good season last year. I think he had like 7 sacks. Wasn't incredible, but he was also trying to get back from injury a little bit.
I thought about him too.
And now you have Daniil Hunter on the other side. Yes, Jonathan Grenard was great last year for them, but Daniil Hunter's a different level.
Coming into the league, he's supposed to be generational, though.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely. I mean, number 3 overall pick. Argument that he could have been 2 or 1, honestly. Just the way that the draft played out, he fell to 3. People were saying best player in the draft, Will Anderson. Now that Daniil Hunter is on the side, who's a 15-type sack every year kind of guy, you kind of expect Will Anderson to have a little bit less pressure on him and get, I would say, at least double-digit sacks this year, especially for a Texans team that really needs the defense to take some pressure off that offense. It's probably going to be awesome. Number 3, I'm going Chase Young. I mean, the Saints, we've kind of been in a, I guess, dry spell for pass rushers. We've drafted the experiments of Marcus Davenport, Peyton Turner, guys like that to try to make something work. Cam Jordan, not good last year. I think he only had 2 sacks. You had the guys like Granderson and Passanwam or whatever that were okay, but really we've lacked that pass rushing ability and just overall defensive line ability. And Chase Young, I mean,
sixth highest AAV for defensive ends this year, coming to the season.
Chase Young,
6th highest. Yep.
How much is he getting paid?
$13 million.
Wow, that's kind of low.
I'm really looking forward to this experiment, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think he can. Be
I
a
have
good
faith
player.
in it.
He can be a good player.
Yeah.
He had like 7 sacks last year for the Niners, but obviously he's going to have a lot more eyes on him this year. It's a big year for him, and it's also a cheap year. So
will he start?
I would
he's
think.
behind Granderson.
I think he started last Saturday.
I'm sure Cam didn't play.
Yeah.
He's probably just going to be like a rotation, third down pass rusher, but just get sacks. That's all I care
Yeah,
about.
because they've got Cam and Granderson is listed.
Yeah.
in.
Granderson just got paid too, so he's going to have to get a lot of snaps.
They have to play him.
I would say most of the third downs you'll see Chase out there trying to rush the passer, and that's all we have him for essentially. Crap, maybe we move Cam inside and put Chase and Granderson on the outsides on third down.
I've wondered why we hadn't moved Cam inside,
and especially
like
since
that.
we're struggling with D
time.
tackles.
This is the time this year.
Yeah, and Cam coming off 2 sacks, like something obviously needs to change there.
Yeah.
Number 2 for me, Montez Sweat. Very big deal last year when he got traded from Washington to the Bears. He was great whenever he went to Chicago, but now you got that contract officially. You're in a situation where there's a lot of pressure for everybody on that Bears team. I think he really needs to take that step up and be that elite pass rusher that a lot of people think he can be. He's also getting paid, I believe, 6th or 7th most money. You got that list right there, huh? Montez is definitely towards the top, unless he has just a weird AAV.
I don't see him.
Okay, maybe not.
Like, oh, this must be a bad list.
Okay, probably so. I know Montez got the bag.
He got big bag, yeah.
Yeah. My number 1, though, is Brian Burns, who... What? You have something wrong?
No.
Brian Burns is my number 1. All the talk in the world about how great of a pass rusher he can be, and never had a double-digit sack season, I don't believe. Brian Burns. Yeah. He is getting paid the 3rd most money as a pass rusher, and you certainly know that he's not a top 3, top 5 guy yet. I think he can be. Definitely in Carolina, he had no one else really around him, so kind of made sense why he didn't really get much pressure. But now you're in New York with Kayvon Thibodeau on the other side, so maybe he gets a little bit of help. I do think there's big things in the future for Brian Burns, though, and he's a great player, so I'm excited.
What
I'm
looking at is free agent signings from this past year.
Okay, and Sweat was not that.
Correct.
So yeah, that's my 5. Chance, do you have yours?
Well, that's going to affect my reasoning for some of my guys. But it still makes sense, though. Number 5, I got Leonard Williams.
Okay.
He's getting paid $22 million a year, and he only got like 5 sacks last year, I think it was.
Does he play edge?
He's listed as defensive end.
Okay. I didn't know.
He, I thought he was a D tackle.
I think he's played both, kind of. But
5.5 sacks last year.
Might be a 3-4 D end or something.
Yeah, 5.5 sacks last year as a defensive end. It's not good. especially be getting paid $22 million. Eric Armstead, I got him at 4th. Same kind of situation. Eric Armstead last year.
Where's he at now? Indianapolis?
He's in Philly.
Whoa,
No,
really?
not Philly, Jacksonville.
Oh.
5 sacks last year. Not really had a good year since 2019. He's getting paid $15 million this year, which no longer looks that crazy since my list is not accurate. So I should have known Leonard Williams is not the highest paid defensive end in football.
Well, it's not that your list wasn't accurate. It's that your facts were wrong.
Yeah.
My facts.
you were just looking at that list like, where's Myles Garrett?
Yeah, and I never thought
he's underpaid, man.
Dude, never thought about Myles Garrett or T.J. Watt. Number 3, I got Brian Burns though as well. 8 sacks last year is like a dude that people just are like in love with for some reason. I've never understood the hype, honestly, but Brian Burns.
Oh yeah,
like, I know he's a good football player, but people act like he's the second
I heard
coming.
Myles Garrett in my mind.
People,
like,
but people are acting like this dude's like the second coming of Lawrence Taylor, and like he don't do nothing.
He's awesome
at all,
and he's going to be awesome. But
8
he
sacks.
does have pressure.
He only had 8 sacks in division. We played the Saints twice.
Name another defensive player in the front 7 for the Panthers.
Freaking the Brown dude from
Derek
Auburn.
Brown. Okay.
Yeah,
maybe.
and they had
tackle. He's great.
They had Star Lutulele about 12 years ago.
Oh God, Star Lutulele. Yeah,
he went to Buffalo after that. Had a good career. 2, I got Chase Young. I mean, obviously.
Clowney's at the Panthers.
Yeah, he's on the
just went
Panthers
there.
now.
Yeah.
Now. Yeah.
2, Chase Young.
Brian ain't had nobody, man.
Number 1, I'm shocked this one. You're number 1. Joey Bosa. Like,
yeah.
People act like this dude's like they want him to win the Heisman in college at one point, and now he's only gotten 9 sacks combined over the past 2 years.
He's getting old.
He's like 27.
Does he believe in Trump as much as Nick does?
I think this one's more liberal.
They can't be that. They can't be that close of brothers and just like that much different.
Let me look. Joey Bosa.
Joey Bosa, Trump. Just look
political views. Oh, here, first thing. The real problem with Nick Bosa's political tweets. I don't care about Nick. I want to know about Joey.
I'm pretty sure Nick's the one that has like the MAGA hat in his locker.
Oh, everybody knows Nick supports Donald. Yeah, it's if you type in Joey, it's just Nick. That's all people work.
So Nick just doesn't care.
Yeah.
Nick went to L.A. and got his mind.
Joey Bosa did not get vaccinated.
Whoa.
Here we go. I knew Nick was MAGA. Is Joey on that train too? Sadly, yes.
Nick and Joey are?
Yeah.
Well, I figured Nick being in San Francisco, he'd be as liberal as he comes.
I watched like the first couple episodes of Receiver, and George Kittle had a birthday party, and Nick Bosa showed up, and he's like, "Nick, you never come out the house." I guess it's because he's scared to be around that community out there. You know?
Whenever me and Dad went in January, we stayed in what was called the transgender district.
Oh goodness!
I mean,
on purpose?
It's a great hotel. Great hotel, great Korean chicken that we got from around the block. I mean, it was awesome.
You just don't know if it was a bell boy or a bell girl.
No, she was actually pretty hot.
Yes, but you don't know.
She was pretty hot.
Did you ask for the pronouns?
I did not. But
hey, have you seen that Hangover movie?
Is that number 2?
Joey Bosa uses homophobic slur in responding to Eagles fan.
Heck yeah, good for him.
What?
Well, that's because
Joey then turns to the person videoing him and says, "Are you Snapchatting your little butt buddies, you effing loser?"
Heck yeah.
What?
There wasn't nothing wrong with that.
I didn't like these Bosas before.
So his butt so butt buddies is homophobic?
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's a surname for homosexuality.
Yeah, but that feels like just a fun thing.
In today's world.
In today's world, I guess so.
Like saying, that's so gay.
I guess we need to blur out
Here we go.
saying butt buddies.
Gay sex is a bad thing. Was clearly on both players' minds. What are we reading?
Whoa. This is from
Outsports. That's about homosexuality.
It says courage is courageous.
Clay, we have a gay vacation planner right here. What the heck are we looking at?
Let's see who Jim Buzniski
We're gonna
is.
have to
Bow
play
tie,
this on
guarantees a
our
bow
alternate
tie.
podcast channel.
Who is our native LGBTQ plus A minus subtraction division correspondent?
Here's Jim Buzinski from queerbio.com.
Clay, this is we're on a gay website.
Hey, can I do my 5?
Yeah, Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa.
What do we
Yeah, I'm
look?
having to
Clay,
change.
you
I'm
might
having to
not
make
want to
some
click
changes.
nothing else. Clay's gonna be getting pop-ups. Look, LGBTQ solidarity. Brittany Griner, dudes in speedos. What are we looking at?
All right, so my
Hold
number
up, wait. Team LGBTQ finishes 7th place in the Paris Olympics. So, are they just counting all the people that are gay?
Yeah, look, they have their own medals. Go up top.
They have their own medals. What is this? Hold up.
I don't like where this is going.
Paris Olympics.
You thought we're talking about gay paralyzed
They
people?
were LGBTQ wheelchairs.
My God. That's okay. I don't know what's happening.
Please hit the X.
What
Thank you,
a
God.
what a rabbit hole. All right, what you got, Bill?
Oh my gosh!
Hand me a water.
All right, so my 1 and 1A are Joey and Nick Bosa.
Hallelujah.
They don't have anything to prove anymore.
We know everything about them.
No, my number 5 is Chase Young.
Okay.
I'm so hopeful about that.
Yeah.
Hated him in Washington. Hate him at Ohio State. But
Dude, people said he should have
him
been
as San
drafted.
Fran.
People said he should have been drafted over Burrow. Remember that?
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Like,
And it
he's
was a
got
very-
like 12 sacks.
It was a valid
a-
argument.
There was some concern, and like it kind of made sense to draft him. But
Yeah.
like, come on.
so I'm hopeful.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I think that's all you can be as a Saints fan.
I mean, I accepted Reggie Bush
Yeah.
He's got to be better than Marcus
from,
Davenport.
from UFC. My number 4, Bradley Chubb.
Yeah.
I mean, I
stay
think he's
healthy
got-
and be freaking good. That's a very good
I mean,
one.
that's going to make I think that's going to say what the Dolphins do this year.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think he'll be back probably by October. So whenever he does get back, and especially Jalen Phillips will still be probably down with the Achilles because that will certainly take longer. But I think Chubb, once he gets back, that absolutely is going to be pivotal to how good that Dolphins defense can be. Yeah, I like that.
And my number 3, Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah.
I think he's I wouldn't say he's underappreciated. I think the Bengals appreciate him.
Yeah.
But I think
Saints didn't.
He's exactly.
Yeah.
He's
He's not talked about in that top 10 range where he honestly probably should be.
I hated that worse than anything when the Saints let him slip away.
That was pretty much step one of our losing every youth and just keeping the old guys.
The last 4 years, Trey Hendrickson has only 2 people with more sacks in the last 4 years than him.
T.J.
Myles
Watt
Garrett and T.J. Watt.
And wow, that's crazy.
So yeah, I mean, I'm
and
I'm
he,
big
I
on him.
think he's in contract year. Let's see. Trey Hendrickson contract. I think he is. Yes, this is his last season because I think he's wanting a big bag to the point where people are thinking the Bengals might trade him.
Yeah.
I know he does have one more year, but I mean, still, there has been speculation of do the Bengals even keep him because of how much money he's about to probably make.
And the Saints will probably wait till he's past his prime,
Probably
over
like
the hill,
35.
and we'll sign him back.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And then my number, I really don't have a number 2. I kind of got a 1 and a 1A.
Nick and Joey.
Well, actually, they would be 2 and 2A.
Okay.
But my 1 and 1A,
Okay.
Aiden Hutchinson and Marcus Davenport.
There we go. Put them together. That's a dynamic
Hey,
duo.
what? That's our lines.
Yeah, that's right.
That's our lines.
That's right.
And it
Love
doesn't
our
look
lines.
like Isaiah Buggs is going to be coming.
I'm not sure he's gonna
playing
make it.
anywhere.
He's got at least 2 at rest. At least 2.
He's with Paul Crew as well.
Yeah.
Paul Crew's putting together a mean team,
I
man.
almost put
Rashee
Davenport.
Rice, Isaiah Buggs, Xavier Howard.
Ray Rice.
Ray Rice is probably still lurking
Yeah,
around.
definitely.
Darius Geis.
Darius.
I saw him.
He had such a bad rap,
I
man.
saw him create himself on NCAA.
Freaking right, he did, yeah.
Like, that's the point of he's at.
He's the only one that did not get, like, a second chance.
Yeah.
The only one.
And the fact,
Never had, like, concrete
and the
proof
fact
either.
that it was the freaking Redskins that
Yeah.
let him go, and that corrupt
About something happened in
organization.
college.
Like corrupt organization.
Oh
yeah.
my God!
Snyder should have loved that.
I mean, he's one of my guys.
He's one of us. One of us. One of us.
And I don't remember what happened with Geis. I mean, as far as the charges, or was he ever
I don't think he was.
officially?
No,
anything happened?
he been tweeting and playing on Twitch since the day he got arrested.
It reminds me of the punter last year.
Yeah.
He's back now, though, right?
Yeah.
He got a tryout somewhere.
But his
Crap, he in Buffalo?
all charges were dropped, and they were found that it was all unfounded. So,
Or wait, is he in Kansas City? Yeah, that's what it is.
of course,
Him
course.
and Harrison
the
Butker, baby.
rich just keep getting richer.
Him and Harrison Butker, what a room. Women love that room. Yeah. One just degrades you, and the other one just
Nothing. He was innocent.
allegedly.
There was no proof.
Yeah.
OJ was not guilty too.
That's right. Davenport, though, I almost put Davenport. I saw a PFF list that was ranking the best pass rushers last year, and he was actually in the top 32.
Oh, shut up.
Given his grade. But now he only played like 4 games, but they said whenever he played, he was playing the best he's ever played.
When he plays,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
good.
that's right. But yeah, I do think between him and Hutchinson, I think he has another level he can get to, and I mean especially with all the hype that's been around him since he's came to the league. But yeah,
And I was worried about sophomore slump with him.
Yeah.
But
there's been the talks of how much of a true pass rusher is he?
He ain't gonna be a big sack
He's
guy.
more of just like a run stopper
just-
kind of guy,
he-
just a good football player.
He's too slow to play linebacker, and he's too skinny to play defensive tackle. So he
And
plays
he's
defensive
short
end.
too, right?
Yeah, he's not. He's like an average size dude. He's just a good football player. That's all it is.
6'7".
He is. Oh God, he's 6'7".
He's 6'7".
I totally thought he was.
He looks so much smaller than that.
He just
6'7", 268.
268. So he's freaking bones.
Yeah. So yeah, I like that.
268. He's bones.
Yeah, 6'7", 268.
Like Karl Malone weight.
Yeah.
Karl Malone, Matt Ariza, Harrison Butker. Yeah.
Oh, what a run!
But man, his motor. Aiden Hutchinson and his motor.
I love him. He's very fun to watch. All right, that is it for this episode 200. What an episode! We went everywhere on this one. Went to
Our
the
bicentennial episode.
went to the transgender website or whatever that was.
Hey, are we gonna have a special Olympics episode?
Is that meaning special as an adjective
not
to describe
Special
the Olympics?
Okay,
episode.
Special Olympics
Okay.
episode.
Capital S, capital O.
Special.
I didn't
Olympics
watch enough,
episode.
honestly. I think my biggest
It
issue.
was so hard to find the crap on television for me.
I think it's because I just didn't. I don't care to go to Peacock. I want to watch it on my TV.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you have Roku,
I have NBC.
the
but-
NBC Sports app.
Well, I have the NBC channel, which would show one thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just
I
didn't-
needed a red zone,
There was Gold
yeah,
Zone.
but I need it on
Gold
television.
Zone. But you have Roku, right?
Well,
Or-
yeah, I can stream. It's
Well,
just
that's the NBC Olympics Roku thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was awesome.
and also felt like
one time,
I never knew what was on at what time.
what's his name?
Scott
Red
Hansen.
Zone.
Scott
Scott
Hansen.
Hansen.
Yeah,
Our
Scott
hero.
Hansen pulls up he called it the Brady Bunch box.
Oh, God.
He had
It's been 9.
He had 9 things at once.
Wow. That's never happened. That never happened in football. Wow.
It was good. I mean, it was like, well, it was day 2, whenever the first Sunday.
Yeah.
Man, it was slammed.
That's
But it was
awesome.
good.
Yeah, I didn't really get to watch much. I mean, I love the
I
basketball
truly
is
didn't
awesome,
know
but-
when stuff was on.
Yeah, and the time zone wasn't great for us because it was early, and
Yeah,
you
if you
were
could get
at
up
school or something. a
3
lot.
a.m., you'd see the first stuff.
Yeah.
And then usually by the time you got home, it was
Well,
over.
Usually I was going to sleep about 3 or 4. So I was going to sleep right when it started, and then I'd sleep till about noon, and then it'd be pretty much over.
I did catch I forgot what day it was. It may have been Friday.
I did not get to watch a lot of handball. I was very sad.
Women's soccer.
Yes, you were
Watch
you were
that.
texting about
Brazil.
that.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I mean, I was able to watch that when it was happening, and
I watched some of that. Yeah.
Dennis Rodman's daughter.
Oh,
She's
heck
good,
yeah.
dude.
She's
Yeah.
great.
Man,
Did you
she's
see
good.
Michael Phelps calling out Team USA swimming, saying he was embarrassed by the performance?
Embarrassed.
Not enough gold medals.
Hardly any.
Is he making a comeback for next year?
I mean,
2028?
Ledecky says she might swim another one since it's in America.
It's going to be awesome.
And I'll tell you, one of the best things that I watched this year that I didn't even notice last time was the mixed medley relays.
Yes,
in
yeah.
swimming and the
Yeah, I
mixed
did see
relays in.
Yeah, after you
in
said
track.
that about the track, once I saw those,
They did it in swimming too. It would be like a woman would do the butterfly, then a man would do the
breast,
breaststroke,
yeah.
and then a woman.
Well, the
would,
women should do the breaststroke.
You would think that'd be. I could have
That's
that wrong.
the hardest looking one, man.
But
Yeah.
that was so cool.
Yeah.
And then, but the track, I love the track. On like the 400 relay.
And I saw
the mixed
Quincy.
relay.
Quincy got to run in like
qualifying.
the qualifying one.
So, yeah, he got his
and they realized that his booty hole was a little too tight. Probably got nervous.
Yeah, he was like the slowest one out there.
Yes, they said he did not run a good time.
Which is why they took him off the championship.
Yes,
team.
but he still gets a medal.
Anyway.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Qualifying. Yeah.
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 So.
Good stuff.
It was fun. I mean, I was pretty impressed. Men's and women's basketball both got gold.
Yeah.
That
I'm
was
excited. I'm excited for the 2028 one, and those will be prime time for us. Like we'll get to watch the good stuff at 7 o'clock.
Yes.
Like, so what time was like Beijing? What time was that in terms of us?
We watched that on like tape
It's
delay.
like 12
It was tape
hours
delay?
difference.
Like
14
for
hours
us,
difference.
yeah.
Really?
It's kind of like how a lot of that stuff on NBC they showed was all replays.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember watching like the Phelps stuff.
To be honest with you, the most I watched was at nighttime, like
Yeah.
just flipping through like USA and all those other channels around there.
Talking about this time.
This time, yeah,
And it was like I think it was 7 hours.
yeah.
There were
'Cause,
7
I mean,
hours
I remember
ahead of
watching
us.
Phelps, and I felt like it was at night.
That's when we watched them, yeah,
So
because
that
that's when they
wasn't
would air
live?
it.
I felt like we would have already known.
It was 2008 though. That's before Twitter and
You
stuff.
see,
but
it was like 12.
there was
they're
definitely
like
news.
12, 14 hours difference. And I think what they were doing is like when
They
they
might
would
have been swimming
start
in the morning time.
Well, when they're starting at 7
Yeah.
a.m., it's 7 p.m. for us, and
Yeah, that's true. So they might have been doing the big ones early in the morning. Let's see. Let me look up Beijing time. Crap. Keep clicking the wrong word. Beijing, it is 10:16, so it's 13-hour difference.
13. Yeah.
It's 10:16 a.m. tomorrow there. So yeah, that's probably what they were doing.
Yeah. So they're in the middle of stuff, and we're
So yeah,
watching
at
here.
8 a.m. there, it'd be 8 p.m. here
Prime
pretty
time
much, or
for
7
us.
p.m. Yeah, that's probably what was happening. All right, that is it for this one.
This ain't how it's supposed to be. It should be